The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between our visitors and our home team. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19.
There's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He's looking for Alec Eilman. And it sets up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives him a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Golden Eagles.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
First down.
19 Sergeant.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
Now Milton to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Golden Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now After the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They start the drive at home. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. He's fine Smith. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Keely Ringo making the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. Ready, ready.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Dragon 60. 19 Tiger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
And they're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
This one finds Thornton. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The rush is too much here. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Okay,
so after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Viking, 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
3rd and long for him here.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, how about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Return coming from the 6. And he stopped on the run back at the 27.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready,
offense to the line. Here we go. Now throw to start the drive. He finds Tigger Cockrell for the grab. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. From the gun, it's all. Cuts right. Free inside the 30. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Melbourne first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Throws Cox.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hall running between the tackles. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Pick up a 4, that brings up third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
From the gun on third down. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
19. Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 6.
Milton. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Throwing now, Milton. Hopkins isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
70 Lions.
Throwing from the gun. Well, he put everything he's got behind it. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
On the jump.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he is in. Touchdown. The Dragons take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Quarterback receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
14. Golden Eagles 10. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to throw. Here's Milton. And they had somebody there for that quick stop. But a nice completion gets him across midfield. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Here we go.
Milton back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that means first down.
For Rio, first down.
Get it.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Alec Manor, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
19, 18. 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Milton out of the pistol here.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB, you know what it's more like? It's more like in a walk. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll run here. ETN. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that gives him the first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
COVID-19.
Here's Milton. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
COVID-19. Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Flush out now to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion is the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Short pass brought in. A lot of space ahead. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yuck. The yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Hop 70, hop 70.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Ready, ready, ready.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Nevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons drive their lead to 11.
Golden Eagles 10. Harrison
Nevis ready to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Go! 60, 70,
Here's Milton, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So it'll be second and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More football for Melbourne coming up. Gonna need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack.
19, Tiger, 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. Now say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for first and 10. From the red zone now. Completes. It's Trevor Etienne. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To throw, Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Milton now on third down. And the defender comes away with it. Christian Gonzalez has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Ready, ready.
They give on second to Hall. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and they're going to have a first down now.
Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
Ready, 60 Maverick, Bronco 80.
He's dropping back to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Come on, come on. Hit. Viking 18. Bronco 80.
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Okay, ready.
He'll come up on first and 10.
Melbourne, First down.
Let's go.
They are throwing it again. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1 2 yards there.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Dragons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Dragons push their lead to 18.
Golden Eagles 10.
Mevis ready to send this one away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18.
Here we go. Back to 60.
And in motion out of the slot.
Ready.
Play fake. It's Milton. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Just before halftime, you get a timeout, take it. Here's the final play of our first half. Tucker now in motion right.
60
Throwing here just before halftime. On the move, headed right. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here, as fighting our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
19 tight. Ready to
Now Milton to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Here we go.
Milton now. Oh no, they get him yet again. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Dragons are going to have possession at their own 46.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Tag. Gravity Lions.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the 41.
Panther 60. Come on, go.
Here's a throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now throw on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They're
in the long for him here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
All set to go now from the 35.
Down. Ready.
Back to work they go after the interception. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And he's in. He makes the pick, and he bounces it for the touchdown.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not all the time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
All set to go now from the 35. Back to the air following that pick 6. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go now.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run. Here's Hall. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Get it. Ready.
Second and goal. They're going to throw. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons hold an 11-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown, Brad.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's Smith on the return.
They'll take over. First down and 10. And they're on 17.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits his running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a first down.
19 Tigers.
The 36-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. The bounce outside yields a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Milton back to throw. Forced out to his right. Jump off top by his back. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. It's Azareye'h Thomas making the stop.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Cougar 19.
They're going for this. The connection is made. Iomanna. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Here's Milton, first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Milton gonna throw again here, second and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Where did that defense from flying around and making the play? Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Ready.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Crack all 80. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they do.
And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And and that gives him a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Viking 18. Come on, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 70 Timber.
They just get the play off. This complete to Colt. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. They've got possession, just 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're throwing it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's got it. It's in close. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons go up by 19. Nevis ready to send this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a Melbourne. First down.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again.
Nevis to kick off.
Nevis ready to send this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's the backup. First throw. Dumped off to his running back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Out left. Tyron makes the grab. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit in a 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
2nd down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield, and you're taking that short completion.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Now look underneath here for ETN. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
That's another Rio 1st down. Let's go. A gain of 12. And the Rio de Janeiro 1st down.
Sticking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And now they face 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Going left side, Bowers has it. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne. Golden Eagles just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. Hits his running back. And this one does not go far.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing it again here. Short throws dropped. This one's incomplete. Fails to find his running back. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Running back sent in motion left. Throw here, third down. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Hey. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Let's go.
They go right back to Hall. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Golden Eagles nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
First down and goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll work against the blitz. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Brock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
3rd and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here. They're going to try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. Fighting for the goal line, and he lost it. It's out. It looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Well, might as well go for it here, Brock. They're going to try 4th and goal.
Viking in Buffalo 18. Let's go.
4th down, pass coming. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Devon Holland comes up with it.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Going back across his body here. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. This will be the final play of the game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready,
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's looking deep once again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And the offense is there to cover it. They'll avoid a final turnover as Tom runs out. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now, Brock, gotta imagine those Super Bowl dreams are becoming a lot more real for these guys now.
Yeah, I think they can picture that Lombardi Trophy, Kate, but there is still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
One more trophy they got to get before that, and that's the one somebody's going to raise at the end of the conference championship weekend.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we say so long from Melbourne.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.